16 days before Christmas, and there's never enough time to really prepare for one of the most important days of our Catholic calendar, and the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. He is the one who brings light to the world, peace to everyone, and joy in our hearts. The Church gives us Advent roughly 4 weeks before Christmas to prepare our hearts for the coming of our Lord. Most people would think that Advent is a time to prepare for the birth of Jesus. We think about the decorations, all the Christmas parties, and shopping for that perfect gift. We also have our church traditions, such as attending the musical performance yesterday by our choir and the music ministry, or participating in Las Pasadas, which is caroling at the businesses on Mission Boulevard. And a very popular church tradition is our reenactment of Mary and Joseph coming to Bethlehem during our Children's Mass. These events are all wonderful things as we focus on the hope, the joy, the peace and love that Jesus brings in our lives. But more importantly, during Advent, we are to prepare our hearts for the second coming of our Lord. The first coming we celebrate in 16 days, but the second coming, we do not know the time nor the hour, and we must be prepared. Just as we heard in the Gospel, John the Baptist reminds us today, being the voice out crying in the desert, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight his path. Every valley shall be filled, and every mountain and hill shall be made low. And the winding roads shall be made straight, and the rough ways made smooth. And all flesh shall see the salvation of God. So amidst of all the busyness of trying to find the perfect gift for our loved ones, keep in mind that we already have received the most precious gift of all from God. See, God has already given us the gift of Jesus to dwell among us and to give us freedom to worship him. We are all called to be with him in our earthly walk and to be with him in heaven. See, if Jesus did not come to the world, then we would have no chance of the promised land in heaven. Pope Francis says that everything should be about Jesus. So let's return to why we prepare our hearts for him during Advent. My paper got stuck, sorry. In John 3:17, we learn that for God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world might be saved through him. Whoever believes in him will not be condemned, but whoever does not believe has already been condemned. These are powerful words, and when we meditate on them, we realize, just as in Bishop Barron's words, that we need Jesus to save us from our brokenness. We cannot do it alone. Because the true hope, the true light, and the true meaning in our lives come into the world in the form of baby Jesus at Christmas. It is Jesus we have been looking for to satisfy every desire in life. He is God's greatest gift to the world. When the Word became flesh and he made his dwelling among us. See, God came down to our level, to our imperfect humanity, because he wants to share his divinity with us. But we must do our part to accept this gift. So for Christmas, let's ask for the grace to truly open the gift of faith and accept him in our hearts and return that gift in the form of giving our time, treasure, and talents to others. God has done his part in giving because he loves us. Now let's do our part in accepting that true gift so that we can share that love with one another. By becoming children of God, we can focus on the light of Christ and not dwell in the world's darkness. Let's focus on the hope of Jesus and not dwell in our failures, and focus on the peace of Jesus and not dwell in our sorrows. By becoming children of God, let Jesus dwell within our hearts. Because Jesus is the ultimate gift. He is our light, our guide in our journey toward heaven as we navigate through life. And we must not hide this light. We must not block this light, but we must share in the light and the love of Jesus with one another. We need the light of Christ most during our daily lives, most when we face the difficulties and challenges in life. So what we do with the amazing gift of Jesus, we have to listen to him, listen to his true teachings through the church, and living by them. We must pray and give thanks without ceasing. This weekend, we had 24-hour adoration that happens every first Friday to Saturday, and many came to deepen their prayer life. And during the week, come to the chapel between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. and just spend time alone with Jesus. Advent is a time to show love to your neighbors with acts of kindness. Remember to help the chores around the house or make special treats for your parents. Yes, our family members are our neighbors too. So be inspired to make a difference in other people's lives, no matter how small, and be a gift for others like Jesus is the gift for us. And to be the light of Christ to others is true giving. And his word made flesh is the true meaning of Christmas.